to VisitEdo. VisitEdo is actually an organization that is dedicated to promoting arts, culture, and tourism in Edo State. As a matter of fact, the CEO of VisitEdo, you can see her picture over there. She's a lady, Mrs. Elizabeth Irati Momo Hanizda. Though not present here, she's not based in Nigeria, but she's one person that is very, very passionate about promoting Edo history, culture, heritage, and everything that has to do with good image of Edo State. And so that's why you see here that we have various artworks all telling different stories. Some are embedded in masks like we have them, some are on cups, some are on caps, some are on t-shirts. Everything around here you see is just talking about history. It's talking about the heritage, the history that we have in Edo State, because it's not only about Benin, so I'm talking about the full Edo State. For instance, this one is Iron Gods, the anything out over there. It's talking about Iron Gods. Over there at the top there, we have the good bronze. In Benin, Benin Kingdom, what Benin are known for as crafts is bronze making, wood making. They are mainly known for bronze making and wood making. So for the bronze, they have the bronze people that does bronze. They have a guild. They call them Igun, a guide of Igun bronze makers. Is at very close to Ring Road, not too very far from us here. This is Queen Eden. She's one person that we celebrate every February 14. She's a symbol of love. She's one person that sacrificed a lot for peace and stability, unity to return to Benin Kingdom, because there was a king that reigned during their time that reigned with iron fist, and so the oracle divined that a human sacrifice be made to restore peace, unity, and progress in the kingdom, and she was the person that sacrificed herself for this. So for us, every February 14, instead of celebrating Valentine, what do you call it? So we are not very familiar with Valentine. We don't know the history behind Valentine, but for us, we know about Queen Eden, and so we celebrate Queen Eden here every February 14. The last one we did, we had an awareness and sensitization campaign. Her tomb is actually at Ring Road. There's a place fenced around Oba Market where her tomb is. We also take people there on a tour. Part of the things that we do aside promoting culture and tourism in Edo State is that we also take people on guided tours around Benin and even Edo State in general. I was showing her clips of some persons we recently took on a tour. A lady from Nigeria here. She also brought a friend from Italy, a white lady, and some other persons. So they just came and said they've been hearing about. She's from Benin, so they've been hearing about different stories in Benin, but they like to visit some places where they can resonate with these stories in Benin here. So we took them around on a guided tour. We took them to the blacksmith quarter, not very far from here. There they produce guns, these locally made guns. They also produce bullets. At the gun. They also the ones that produce this Ada and Eben for the palace. So we take people on a guided tour, and then we also sell the artifacts that you're seeing, all these things. they are for sales, except some of the paintings and the like. So I'd like us to, if you don't mind, let's walk around and see if we can resonate with some of the stories around. By the way, I would have loved us to introduce ourselves, like maybe starting from here. Maybe just introduce yourself.
Okay, my name is Abadoni Chukwuike.
Okay.
You can call me Chukwusheka.
So okay. Now your name. Okay, you just try and to be a bit audible. Maybe you just hold this. So we just started over again. So you say your name is.
Okay, my name is Abadoni Chukwuike.
Okay, so just.
My name is Ozioma.
Okay.
My name is Isioma.
Okay, Ozioma.
My name is Etrino within Ololade. So I've you call me Ololade.
My name is Stephen Elabo.
Okay.
My name is Oluwatobi.
Okay.
I am Jennifer Onosatali.
Okay.
My name is Swogren Osamajo.
Okay.
I'm Shaibu Glory.
Okay. So we have someone here to say.
I'm Diadem.
Oh, okay. So it's nice to have everyone here. Actually, this is also one of us here. Is our father. So you also tell us. Also tell them your name.
My name is Blessing Emosomi.
So we are all here working together to ensure that the history of Benin doesn't go extinct. So that's why we have some of these works here. So the most famous face that we have. So do you know what this face is called? Okay. What about you? You know what this face is called? Eh? Queen Idia. Okay, so like this one now, it's first of all it's a bronze work. You know, I was trying to explain something that the foremost occupations of the Beninese is mostly bronze making. They are bronze casters and wood makers. So this particular piece I'm holding right here is not just a regular piece. This is a bronze work, and of course bronze is weighty. It's not like you can just try it and see. You see, just kind of, you can just check it and see how. You see, it's weighty, so you can just observe something that is weighty. So you can just observe and see. So it's not just any regular piece. So it's a bronze work. That's okay. So the face actually is called Festac. We all know this one as Festac face. Let's say officially, we call it Festac. It was unveiled in Festac 1978 as one of the world's most famous face. This is actually Idia. Idia. She's known to be a warrior princess in Benin history. History has it that most of the soldiers she killed at all these here, they are supposed to be statues of different soldiers that she conquered, because she fought a lot of war to liberate the Beninese, and also she even went to as far as Kogi State to fight so many wars during the reign of her son that was the Obas at the time. And obviously she conquered a lot of kingdoms and brought back victory. So the best thing Beninese they thought is wise to do is to idolize her face, and so that is why we have the face. In fact, when you are putting on any attire with this face, or you have a necklace, a hand bead, or whatever you have with this face symbolic on it, if you are outside the shores of, for instance, Edo State, or even you are even outside Nigeria, anybody sees this statue with you or see you representing wearing it, they will first of all know that you are not even, you are from the south. First, you are from Africa. 2, you are from south. That is to be narrowed down. Then before we start tracing, perhaps this person should be from Delta or Edo State. So that is one thing about this face. The Beninese, they are proud of the face here. They are proud of it as the first time it is a queen, Idia. So we have them a lot. This one, we have the replica at 5 Junction at Uselu. Yes, this is the mother. This statue symbolizes the Iyoba, the mother of the current Oba of Benin, Oba Ewa the second CFR. So this is it. You see, we still have this around it. So she's the Iyoba. They just finished the burial rites not quite long, where they had a casa dance and so many other activities. We also followed up and tried to showcase that activity. So that's it. Then we have painting too. This acrylic painting. Yeah, so this one is talking about ancient music. Yeah, we can see the counters for blowing. This one is the local flute that we know. So that's it here. This is bronze work. This is a queen. We all know this. This is what differentiates the queen or princess from other women. Just like it was being abused before. The okuku is what I'm talking about. So that's the okuku right here on it. So this is a bronze work. This is just an artwork depicting a queen or a princess, and this is depicting a king. By the way, this is a woodwork. This one is not bronze, so it's also very heavy. But then it's not. You see how heavy it is. So, but this is actually woodwork, and this one, nothing will happen to this even 1,000 years because of the quality of wood. I think you can try that, but then it's heavy. You see, yeah. So the stuff is heavy. So this is just depicting a king in Benin. So it's heavy. So it's a woodwork. So this one is also a bronze work. A king too depicted. Then we have them in different sizes. It's also a princess. Yeah, we have more of them. Yeah, this one is this female hairstyle that they normally do. So this one is a woodwork, and so this one is bronze. As small as this, is very heavy. So this is what the Benin's are known for: bronze and wood work. So like we can check inside. See, like I said earlier, this is VisitEdo, and we all remember the story February 14th. Then this is a Benin attire, traditional attire. This one is a skirt. This one is a shirt with the ada and ebe on it. It's normally a cap, the top of it, and then a walking stick. So that is how Benin's they dress. Okay, so let's come inside. Okay. So let me start from here. Back in the ancient times, our people during the cool hours of the night, you see them, they draw circles. They draw circles on the floor. Then they have different seeds. Most times in the village, what they use is a sherry seed. We know sherry. I think we know what sherry is. Yes. Yeah, so they have this circle with the sherry seeds. So they have them put inside each circle. They start with 4. They have equal numbers. It will interest us all to know that this was part of the ways by which the mathematical and arithmetic knowledge of those in the ancient times, this was one of the ways it was improved. So you put, then when it's exhausted, you take again, just like that, and then you have it as a continuous circle, just like the one we call chess now.
What would be the goal?
Yeah, the goal of this one is for everybody to know the various seed that is allotted to each one. When you carry, it's also like draft. They play like the way they play draft, but then the advanced one is chess. So this is the local draft game that they actually have in the ancient times. So maybe as time goes on, we can sit and see how to play the game. Does anybody know how to play this? Yorubas, they call it ayo, so the Beninese, they call it ogidise.
Can you explain? I think there are various methods or ways of playing that. Because I see some persons.
No.
Some persons they play some certain games. Some persons now play another way.
Okay, maybe.
Different types.
No. It's just still one way to play the game. It's one way, but we'll come back to where people will sit down and be playing the games. This woodwork was inspired by someone who loves music. So these are traditional musical instruments from the top down to the bottom. I believe we are seeing it. Yeah, so it's just traditional instruments. Yep, this one is supposed to be like a king. This, you have to picture it in a way that it's like that sample of woodwork. So this is presenting a king, and again the first stack face again. So we have it right here. So this is someone with calabash. This one is someone holding a bulb, and then these are animals from the top to the bottom. Different types of animals, they are here in this place. So we have them. Some people get confused. Let's talk about Ada and Eben. Some people get confused, about Ada and Eben. I like us to know which one is Ada and which one is Eben. This one is what? What is this one called? Does anybody have idea? We are conversant with Ada and Eben in Benin. Who is from Benin among us here? Okay, which one is Ada? This one is what? How do you know this is Eben? You just know. This one is. Okay, this is Ada and this is the Eben. Okay, you're actually right, because this Eben is the one that when the Oba gives a chieftaincy title to someone, he gives present Eben to the person. Eben means symbol of royalty. But again, when the Oba is in the palace or is going for any function, when you see this particular Ada, knows that the Oba is very close. This looks like a forerunner, looks like a messenger, that immediately you see this, the next person you will see is the Oba. They call them Omoada. People that holds this scimitar, they are called Omoada. There's a sample of it in that picture at the back there. That although that man is no longer an Omoada in the palace due to some things that happened, but he is holding Ada, so they call them Omoada. They hold this Ada in the palace. So interestingly, there are some chiefs in Benin, although it's not rare, although it's not common, that have this in their homes. Both the Ada and Eben, they are very high-ranking chiefs that has this Ada and Eben. Even there are some Enoge also that have both the Ada and Eben, and so this means symbol of royalty. This is a symbol of royalty. During Igwe festival, there's a time where there's a day they call Eben Day during Igwe festival. That period, the various chiefs that have been given title, they hold this Eben, comes to the palace and dances from their house. They dance all the way to the palace. They don't enter vehicle. So they can have their family members and loved ones, relatives with them celebrating. So they hold this, they are dancing and all of that. You understand? They use this to dance all the way through to the palace to pay homage to the king. So that's what we have. So some of these things, they are designed as aesthetics to give beauty. So we just embedded them here for sale. We have the symbol Ada and Eben and the Festac feast. So we have different things like this that have been embedded. Some of them have even been embedded into you see, these ones, for instance, they are brooch. Yes, brooch that you pin your clothes, your cap, whatever. You understand? So they've been used for designs. But again, the palace has also placed a curse on the abuse of these things, because when a purpose is not defined, abuse is inevitable. So some persons have started abusing these things, and even the Ada and Eben. You see some Benin guys, for instance, that want to get married. You see all the guys, the groomsmen, everybody wearing the round beads that is for the chiefs. We have different beads. We have the normal long beads, then we have the round one. Those round beads, they are only for titled chiefs. But you see those groomsmen wearing it, and you even see everybody with Eben like this, snapping picture and all of that, posing with it. So it's very wrong. And so the Oba, His Royal Majesty Oba EY, the second CFR, decided to place a curse on those abusing those particular this particular Ada and Eben, as the case may be. So let's talk about this one. This story is actually a very popular one too. I don't know, do you have idea about this? So you have idea about this story? But do you remember British invasion? Do you remember the time that the British, they invaded Benin Kingdom? So this is the story where the Obas at the time, Oba Ovorame Nogbaisi, he was having festivals. It was just like the normal Igwe. It was actually Igwe festival that was being held. And there is a custom that during that time of Igwe festival, the Oba does not entertain visitors from outside Benin Kingdom. So what he does is entertain it's only visitors who are from Benin Kingdom that he entertains that period. So as at the time, the British, the Beninese, they were having business trade with the Portuguese as at the time. So there was that business relationship already. So when they were coming, they sent someone to go to the palace to inform the Oba that they want to have a meeting with him. And there was this language barrier. Those people who were given the message to deliver to the palace could not, like the story we were told, that they could not translate what was told to them. And so an argument ensued, and to cut the long story short, it led to a bloodbath, because the British people, they felt that it was an insult to them for their message not to be delivered to the king, or for the king not to want to have a meeting with them. So they felt offended, and then it led to a fight. And this thing I'm saying happened, this fight happened at Ugbine community. Ugbine is at Ovia Northeast local government area of Edo State. And if you are going to Ugbine, you pass through Ugbioko. You follow through Ekenwa Road, you pass through Ugbioko. From there to Ugbine is not up to 20-25 minutes drive. So at that community, Ugbine, that was where the fight occurred. And the people over there, Benis, they are known as warriors, as fighters. So they fought those people and then they killed them there. Till date, we still have the tomb of Philip and his cohorts there at Ugbine community. And we do take people there on a tour, actually, too. We take them there, take them around the place. There's also a place where Oba Voram rested, because after that particular issue, the British, they later went back, reinforced. Of course, they have sophisticated instruments. They came, and then that was when a full-blown war was declared on Benin Kingdom. So many fights, so many things, and then they were able to capture the Oba at that time, Oba Vorame, and then they took him, same through Ekenwa Road, Ubioko, Ugbine. If you get to Ugbine, there is still a place. The history of Benin is, it's kind of palpable. You can almost feel it. They have a spot where they tell you this was the place. Like at Ugbine, there is a place, the resting place of Oba Vorame. We have it there till date. You understand? And then we still have the river that they sailed through when they exiled the Obas at the time about Vorame to Calabar. So after the war and all, these were the people, the spoils from the palace. These are some of the things they took from the palace, they spoiled from the palace, and they stole these things and took it out to their museums outside in Britain. So this was the result. They had to even snap themselves with the spoils that they took from the palace. Some of these things have actually been returned. Like this thing now here, you see, this one is a chair that they used to sit down. This was returned, I think, either last year or this year. Then they also returned the Ohoho. This one we are seeing, the Benin, that first Benin bronze you are seeing there. Yeah, so that one have also been returned among so many other things that have been returned to Benin Kingdom. So I'd like us to ask questions if possible. So these are still all Benin bronze work. This one is a tiger and it's being used in the palace by the Oba. So I'd like us to ask questions. Does anybody have questions to ask? Okay. You said what?
The monkeys.
Okay. The monkeys, yes, there's a story behind them. It's funny though. This one with the face covered is see no evil. This one is hear no evil. This one say no evil. This one is do no evil. So that's what basically is the story behind the monkeys. I'll do no evil, I'll say no evil, I'll see no evil, and I don't want to hear any evil. So that's what this is all about. So does anybody have any other thing to say? So we have lots of these works here. We have lots and lots of them here. Why they are to promote the culture and all in the States. They are also for sale. So for instance, this is a souvenir bag. Yeah, so we also sell this. It's just a way to also promote. Okay, for instance, this one now is not expensive. This one is 7,000. Yeah. Yeah, it's not. You can check. No, you can check the quality now.
No, it's not about quality, it's about price.
No. This one is actually.
It's nice.
Yeah.
You can ask for anything.
You can see.
Anything you want.
Yeah, you can.
You want to buy t-shirts? How much is that one?
By the bead.
Which one? The Okpewulu. Oh, which one?
You want to buy school bag? Hunter's bag?
That one is to push. If for those, maybe there are those that are into painting and different artworks and like so. So that's just it. Okay, that's an ancient pot. Yes. Yeah, these ones.
Their money.
Yes, this was the is it they call it trade after trade by barter. That was when they brought these ones. They are the currency that we have in the ancient. They are the currency that we have in the ancient times. No, just keep it now. So they are more like the currencies that we have in the ancient time. See, this thing came like this. So this is a pictorial form of the Oba Uvorame. Then we have when he was being exiled to Calabar. So this is the chiefs surrounding him. So this is the complete work. This work you are seeing here is over 80 years, if I'm not mistaken. So 80 years. Yes, this. Yeah. So the thing about this bronze work is that they can last for a very long period of time. Then from those in Benin or Edo Central, this Igbabonilimi dance, how do they call it? This one is a very popular Esa dance. So whenever they are having any festival or they want to do any entertainment, so anytime you see a display like this in the Eastern land, you just know that this is welcome. It's just like in Benin, you see women adorned in their wrapper, their beads, and their attires. So in various cultural troupes, they dance and sing. So that is how we also have it in Eastern land. So we have the dance there. They so much love the dance there in Eastern. So, and then we have beads, and beads. Yeah. By the way, this is Ghana beads.
Ghana. What's Ghana doing in Ghana?
We just said, okay, fine. It's also an African country, so let's just promote them. So, this one you can use this to store jewelries and the likes. So that is it. I would also like us. So these are various woodworks. By the way, some of these things, like this aisle now was actually it was done in a small way, portable one that you can easily take. You can take some of this. You can just take some of this and you have the game. It was designed. So we also have them like this. So these are all woodworks, and then this one is purely metal. This one is not bronze. This one symbolizes somebody that is dancing. Ladies that is dancing with musical instruments. So that's what this is all about. And then we have people playing musical instruments. So you have this one, a brief cow tusk bedded here. This one you can use it in the office to put flags and other things inside. Some persons use the one without base like this to drink palm wine back then in the village. So that's it. So that is for us here at VisitEdo. That is what we do. Okay. So here am I still saying, if there is any more question, observation, recommendation as the case may be, then you guys should just let us know.
Thank you very much. Thank you, sir.
I'll be around. If you need any questions, if you need anything, just feel free to ask. And by the way, you can actually have meetings here. Yeah, you can have your meetings here. There's also a bush bar at the back where you can have meetings, just small group to do small group having meetings, so we can just have them in case maybe you have friends, you guys want to have maybe like small get together for meetings and all of that. So the space is available. We even have political party that does theirs outside. We are also the one that owns the bush bar outside. Yes, so there's a space we can arrange chairs just to make sure the place is comfortable and okay for everyone. So it was nice. Okay.
If eventually you are getting any of this item now,
Yes.
outside the country,
Yes.
as a gift, what are the necessary steps you have to take?
Okay. Hello. See, please, just 2 minutes. There's a question being asked. Like these artworks, you can, for instance, you are sending it to someone abroad, or you yourself, maybe you're traveling outside the country, and you want to buy, you are taking along this artwork. The truth is that they are not going to allow you take this artwork just like that across the airport. So you need to obtain permit from the museum. You get a permit from the museum. It's usually not expensive. I think 1,500 or thereabout for the permit, to ensure that it was not stolen from the palace or from the museum. So they grant you that access. So
But
that is
VisitEdo
it.
also undergoes those for somebody.
Yes. If somebody, assuming somebody purchases this and also wants us to do it for him or her, why not? We are also open to it. We do it too for the person. We just let the person know this is the charge. This is what it will cost. So
Let's shut down.
okay, so you guys just do your thing. So much maybe later we'll know. There is palm wine available. Let me even make that known. I don't know if some of us love bros. I said I don't know if some of us love to drink palm wine. It's very fresh, like fresh palm wine. Okay. So for those that will be interested, we actually have fresh palm wine. So okay, maybe not Joe. I'll just come for Joe. Then we discuss. Yes. Okay.